The 2021 Executive Leadership Award winner is Dr. Pescovitz, president of Oakland University. I had the distinct privilege of being able to sit down with Dr. Pescovitz and talk a little bit about her life and leadership. Earlier in your career, you spent a long time at Indiana University. What were some of the experiences there that you draw on today?
I would always shoot for the stars, but often land on the moon. And what I mean by that is that I would be very ambitious, aim high, and set very ambitious strategic goals. But oftentimes, when I would set those goals, I would have a plan. But I learned that a lot of times those plans would go awry. But sometimes I would tell people that I was aiming for a moon landing, my plan B. So I didn't always tell them that I missed. And that worked out pretty well. And that kind of a strategy has served me well for much of my career.
Now, when you were working with the University of Michigan, you sort of broke a barrier. Let me get this accurate. You were the first female executive vice president for medical affairs and health systems CEO. Now, did you see that as breaking a barrier? Talk to me a little bit about that.
I never really thought that I was breaking a barrier. It just didn't really occur to me. I never really thought of myself as a female leader. I just never thought of it that way. It was a very big job. It is a very big job. The health system at Michigan is half of the University of Michigan, which is an enormous place. It's an extraordinary institution and a remarkable health system. And it was a remarkable opportunity to really play a significant role and make a huge difference. And I found it to be a place with remarkable people, a great institution, and have the opportunity to make a difference in healthcare in Michigan.
A big part of leadership is leading by example, and you've definitely given a big example of leadership with your gifts to Oakland University. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I do think that leaders do need to lead by example. And one of the ways, there are many ways that leaders need to lead by example. They have to do that in their daily lives. They have to talk the talk and walk the walk. And I do believe in the spirit of philanthropy as well. And so when I first came to Oakland, I made a gift to 16 different areas across the university. The next year I gave a gift which was a challenge gift, and I said, I'll give a gift, and if everyone else gives a gift, I'll challenge you and I'll match in every domain. I did the same thing the next year. But the next year I decided that I would begin to give gifts in certain areas where I thought it was important to focus on things that were of particular importance that I thought needed specific attention. The next couple months later, I made an endowment gift that was related to my children. And I thought about our students, and I recognized that we have so many students in Michigan that have never even traveled outside of Michigan. So I made a gift that gives our students these global experiences.
Now, we definitely hope that you're with Oakland University for a long time, but what would you like sort of your legacy or the mark you would like to leave here at OU?
When you think about our students, they come from all walks of life. They're diverse, they come from everywhere, and yet they have this incredible opportunity to make this enormous impact. We have at Oakland University an obligation to be stewards of place. And when I talk about place, that's why it's so important here at Rochester Hills, because we're in this place. And our students, when they graduate, have an enormous impact on this place. 97% of them end up working in our community. And the impact that they have is the kind of impact that I want to have. They work in the institutions that are in this place. They work in businesses, they work in schools, they work in hospitals, and they impact the quality of life in our community. They impact the economic development of our community. And that's how I would like to impact our local community as well.
Congratulations, Dr. Pescovitz, the 2021 Executive Leadership Award winner.